Hello everyone, this is Abhijit from Talent Shares Corner. We are sitting in month of January 2021 and I'm going to talk about third IPO that is going to be launched in this month. The IPO is coming from HFFC and in this video we are going to study about this particular company. Based on that you can take a call whether you want to bid for this particular IPO or not. HFFC stands for Home First Finance Company, established on 3rd Feb 2010. This is Bangalore based affordable home finance company. So there are two types of home finance company. One is normal home finance company, second is affordable home finance company. Affordable home finance company have a maximum cap. They can provide loan up to 25 lakhs. And on the other side, normal home finance company, they don't have any cap. HFFC provides loan between 5 lakh to 5 lakhs based on the customer requirement. So there might be a question that what is the difference between normal bank that provides loan and HFFC? So we will talk about what is the business model for this particular company. So HFFC raised fund from three sources. One is public and private bank, second is NHB loans, and third is debt security bonds. Now when customer asks for a loan, they provide loan to the customer. Now here is the business model. They are raising a fund at the interest rate of 8% and they are giving to the customer at the rate of 13%. So they're having 5% in their hand. That is what all HFFC gets as their revenue. 5% they have their costs and their profit margin both. As of now, this company is having 70 branches in India that is situated in 11 states and 1 UT. Their major business is coming from 4 states: Gujarat, Maharashtra, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu. 79% of the business is coming from these states. So let's talk about who are their customers. So 73% of the customers are salaried employees, 25% are the self-employees, and 2% are the others. That may be the commercial entities or some developers who are taking loan from this particular company. If you will see, 73% of salaried employees reduces NPA, not non-performing assets are reduced. So that is a good sign coming from the company. Let's talk about loans. So if we divide loans in two parts, retail loan and corporate loan. So corporate loan goes to developers who are developing some infrastructure or facility. So 1.88% is goes to corporate and 98.12% is retail loan. Out of that, 92% is housing loan. So they are pretty good with housing loan and they are having a good market as a housing loan company. Let's talk about their financials. So from 2017 to 2020, their total asset increased by fourfold. Their income is increased around by fourfold. Total expense increased by fourfold. Profit after tax is more than 12 folds, and their long-term debit is also around four folds. If you will see, companies having a good growth from 2017 to 2020. When we compare it with peers, there is SDFC. This is not HDFC Bank. This is SDFC that is in housing finance business. Second is LIC Housing Finance. Third is Aavas Financer, India Bulls Housing, and HFFC. If we talk about market cap, so SDFC is having a pretty high number, that is like 100 times than HFFC. When we talk about price to book, so price to book for HFFC is pretty higher. Ideally, it should be low, but it is higher for HFFC. If you talk about price to earning, it is again 48.1 for HFFC and Aavas is having 61.67. That shows that HFFC is pricing their IPO pretty on higher side. If you talk about ROE, it's good, 8.49%. Net interest margin that I talked about, they are taking loan at the rate of 8% and they are giving it to their customer at the rate of 13%. So 5% is remaining with them. So net interest margin for HFC is pretty good. We can see their NPA is also very less, so that is a good symbol. Capital adequacy, RBI says that it should be minimum, it should be 15%, and this particular entity stands with 47.7%. So again, this is a good sign as compared to their peers. So this is all about comparison with their peers. Currently, shareholding pattern is promoters are having 52.85 percentage and rest of the share 47.15 is with public and investors. After IPO issue, 33.7% will be with promoters and 66.3% will be with public and other investors. Reason they are going for the IPO, as house loan business is increasing day by day, so they want to fulfill their capital requirement. Before going ahead, I will like to discuss about two facts. First is that urbanization is one of the factor where this business is going to earn a lot of profit and a lot of money, because a huge population is coming towards urban city. They need to build their house, and obviously for that they need capital. They will take loan from this kind of housing finance companies. Next, when I talk about Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, so 60% of the loan was given by housing finance companies and 33% was given by banks. So they are having a huge market and huge scope with government policies too. Let's talk about pros and cons of this particular IPO. So urbanization will increase their business. Government initiative again enhance their market. Financially, if we see this particular company is pretty strong, they are having a good growth. So financially they are good. Their NPA is less, so that is a good symbol. Their growth you will see from 2017 to 2020 that I showed in financial slide, they are pretty good. Sequences. Still, there are banks who are in same business, so they are the big giant, and in compared to banks, this kind of financial company are very small player in the market. There 73% of the dependency on salaried employees after COVID. There were the some chances that some of them lost their job, so we are not sure how's the recovery rate for the company right now. Third consequences what I see with this company is they are not bit diversified. They are concentrated on four states: Gujarat, Maharashtra, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu. They are not diversified, and they are pretty close concentrated on these four states. So that is one of the consequences that I see. Let's talk about IPO. So IPO is from 21st of Jan to 25th of Jan. The total issue size is 1153 crores. Out of that, 265 crore is fresh issue. That is, this is a new fund that company is going to generate. 888.72 crores. Promoters will take and they will dilute their equity. IPO price is going to be between 517 to 518, and market lot is going to be 28 shares. For a bid, minimum you need to bid for 28 shares, and you can apply for this particular IPO. That's all on HFFC IPO from my end. So you based on that you can decide whether you want to invest on this IPO or not. If you like this video, please like and share with your friends.